If a gable roof and a hip roof got together and had a baby, what would you name it? Jerkinhead? Well, named after the jerkin jacket with cut-off sleeves, Jerkinhead roofs are clipped gables or half hips. I just recently learned the term. Up until now, I called them Dutch hips. Also known as an English hip, the roof style was developed centuries ago. It can be found in medieval buildings in parts of Britain, starting as early as the 15th century, and was still prevalent in the 18th and 19th centuries. I found some examples in Cotswold. Now, more are found scattered throughout Europe, mainly in Denmark and Germany. And it became popular in the United States 100 years ago thanks to Gilbert Underwood and Herbert Meyer. In the 1920s, Meyer was working in Yellowstone, the park, not the TV universe. Underwood was working in Bryce Canyon, Utah. They were building projects for our national park system. Together, they created the National Park Service, or NPS rustic style. But today, it's affectionately known as parkitecture. Well, possibly because of their influence, Jerkinhead roofs were used in stick, Tudor, Queen Anne, and Craftsman-style houses throughout the United States. While Jerkinheads were primarily used because they look cool and it's fun to say, there are some functional reasons too, such as providing protection over a gable end window. And hip roofs, even partially hipped ones, are more stable in high winds. And the Jerkinhead has a cousin. The Dutch hip is a gable with a nipped-off roof at the top, but a Dutch gable is a small peaked roof that sits on top of the hip. Now, where I'm from, I call that a Boston hip. Some of you might know of it as a gablet. I know, whatever you call it, these variety of names seem to be a bit confusing, but it shows the rich history and how widely these architectural features have been adopted to local settings and vernacular. And it could be why that after 40 years, I'm still practicing. Thanks for watching and have a triumphant week.